What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Chaotic Battles channel. Today we've got a 4v4 at Cold Harbor B. I'll be playing as the 10th Corps out on the left. Ethan will be playing as the 20 and 21st Corps in the center. Olympia Gaming will be playing as the 1st Corps. And Autistic Bucktail will be playing as the 2nd Corps. On the Confederate side, on the right, we've got Irish over here. I don't know if he's earlies or not. I think he is. Then we've got Wolf here as Heath. Yeah, so Irish is early. Wolf is Heath. Poudjik is left wing. And Perconti is Johnson's. We're going to start off with a cav charge. This Olympia's cavalry right here. It's trying to move it onto the all of Irish's artillery in the woods. I don't know if it's howitzers or Napoleons that he's got, though. We're going to find out in a second, though. So some Napoleons and some 3-inch guns. So at first he was going to go for that, but then he switches targets and tries to catch them while they're on limbering. So Olympia is getting some kills with his cavalry, but it's only taking it a couple minutes at a time. Oof, that took out like 31 men. That took out like another 20. But they do shoot themselves because of this. And I believe these both rout right now. Which I don't know how that works, but it happened. Maybe it was an artillery shell that lands or something, but they're both about to rout. Now with both broken, he's just down to a single artillery piece over here. So even though Olympia lost his cavalry, he did take out 2 of their artillery pieces, and 2 of their 3-inch guns at that, which are pretty good guns. Irish is trying to move across open field into these woods at first, but I think when he comes under such heavy artillery fire from both mortars and Ethan and Olympia's guns, he opts to go right into the woods. Or I'm sorry, I guess he's opts to go to his left into the woods. Yeah, there's one that just got routed from artillery alone. So we've got a little cavalry action over here. Poudjik charged some of Olympia's skirmishers. That Scots cavalry is strong. Here comes Wolf moving towards these woods. Ethan's going to try to hold him as long as he can, keep him out of them. All the while, everyone's putting artillery still on Irish over here. Oh my god. Those are some crazy hits. Those almost routed 2 troops right there. Oh. Wow, that's a lot of bodies. That's crazy. That must not be a fun march. Bucktail moves some skirmishers up here. It looks like that might be what gets the rest of that cavalry. Same with his other skirmisher, or not the rest of the cavalry, rest of the artillery. Let's get a little bit more intense over here. Wolf's just about to get into these woods, and Ethan's is on the other side, but he's on kind of the bottom slope of it. And Olympia's trying to come up through here. Looks like some of those 3-inch guns came back. Here comes Poudjik moving up most of his army now. He's going to move them right through here. From like here to here. Wolf did a good job of cycling out there. There's some Union uniforms in there. Now here comes Poudjik. It's going to force me to have to make a line and try to delay as much as I can over here. While Poudjik puts the rest of his lines into Ethan's flank. Bucktail's getting ready to attack Irish in his woods. Luckily, Bucktail brought some Kellys, so he should have the advantage in there, and he hasn't really taken much damage. For those who don't know, Kelly is Buck and Ball. It does massive damage in the woods or at close range. So I'm having to readjust my line so he doesn't get the better of me right here. I still have most of my army hidden in the forest in reserve. I set up one line, but I think I just had them too far over. I was just trying to chase them off before Perconti brings these out of the woods. So first course trying to shoot it out with Wolf over here. And now Irish and Bucktail are about to go at it. Perconti's moving up now. Poudjik is now fully engaged. He's engaged on my right flank and then Ethan's left flank. Pretty much aiming to split us. Same with Johnson. So Irish is starting to fall back a little bit. Looks like he hasn't even used his Kelly yet. His Kellys are back here, it looks like. Irish is trying to cycle men around. Big charge. So I believe at this point, the computer is in control. Because he does end up disconnecting or crashing. It's one of the two. But now the computer is in control of Irish's army and pretty much fully meleeing Bucktail. So Bucktail has to finish up here and then come back and help out with the rest of the fight pretty much, because they have pretty strong positions and they're attacking pretty hard. So over here I finally had to move up my line, and now I'm ready to fight Perconti. At this point, he's pushing me all the way across Perconti and Poudjik. They're trying to push our line in and completely separate my guys away. Probably so they can go for my mortars. This battle over here is like face to face. Willich is actively holding the front line. Willich is Ethan's best units. So now I'm forming up, trying to keep a flank on him. Got my own little line, and I'm moving up my USCT to back up this line for when it's time to go. Situation's looking a little bit better for Bucktail. He just has to isolate and destroy the rest of these elements of Irish's army. Olympia's really pushing the attack here, but Wolf has really good cover and a lot of men. It's a beefy division that he took. So Ethan's had to give a little bit of ground here because there's too much. There's too many men. So now Perconti's going to push these guys off here, who I've been trying to let rest, I believe. We're really just trying to buy any time we can for our mortars and artillery to do more and more damage. You can see all the bullets flying all over the place. It looks crazy. That 26 North Carolina is huge. Bucktail's still trying to finish up over here. They're pushing pretty hard. And once they really get across here, that's when I'm going to make my move on this flank. So now we're on a little bit of a woods chase here. I'm going to try to form up on this next line of trenches. Or should I say breastworks. Bucktail's trying to push him as best he can. Oh, and here I made my move, the epic charge of the USCT. So we're doing a really good job over here. Bucktail's doing a great job of pushing over here, finally. But the battle is so desperate in this forest. But we have secured the flank over here. And we're forcing Johnson to pull some troops off and fight us again. And then we're still trying to hold down Ethan's left flank over here as best we can. So Ethan's lines are really starting to break here. But Bucktail is finally free and moving west. Wolf's getting ready to push. They're really trying to break our center here. Olympia luckily reforms in the middle. And then I reform on this line here, forcing them to curve their line. But they're still doing such a great job pushing the middle. Even Perconti's starting to move up here and push. I probably should have been more aggressive. I should have been moving through these woods. But I think, you know, I hadn't played many really good people at this point. This is probably the best players that you could find right now that are in this game. Not on our team. I mean, we did pretty good, but on their team, they're some of the best players in the game. And even without Irish there, like, it's still hard to beat them 4-on-3. So me and Olympia are both trying to reform to push them back before they can get to our mortars. And this cavalry, he just tried to send up my mortars, but my mortars actually all hit him. Every freaking mortar shot that I shot at short range all ended up landing and somehow killing him. Alright, at this point, we pretty much have no more center. We have one unit, this 117th Kentucky. Now Bucktail's got to move in on this flank. Olympia's trying to hold over here, a little bit over here. Well, actually, that's me and Ethan. Now me and Olympia are trying to form up right here, see if we can't repel them. I got a lot of volume of fire coming in on him now. They got a really good artillery setup over here, though. They're just pushing right past us. Luckily, we're still together over here, but these troops that we have over here now can come down here and really start to help out. Because we're getting completely pushed through the woods in the center. Now, their artillery right here does a lot of crossfire work here. They do a lot of damage to Bucktail. A lot. So here, he tried to attack me from behind, but I end up charging him and sending him going. So there's no one behind us now over here. Ethan's holding by a thread here. And Olympia's throwing in some first corps to try to help out as best he can as well. Oh, they're getting it. Autistic Bucktail's getting it brutally from the artillery over here. So now we're moving out to try to flank this line. Both tried to charge and they routed from all the artillery. A lot of shock, a lot of shock. There's that 26 North Carolina. They're monsters. So now with us advancing up, they have to move. Second Corps is finally starting to break them. It's got to be that bucking ball. Bucktail's pushing the action now. Olympia's helping support. Ethan's still holding solid. I don't know how. Olympia set up a little defensive position over here. So we did a good job over here. It looks like we're pushing them. So I'm going to come back and reform here, rest up some of my men. Oh, they're getting pounded by artillery. So Bucktail's finally got him moving now. It looks like he's got him on the run. It's intense over here. Oof, that artillery. I remember having to send a unit to deal with that artillery. This artillery wall right here is brilliant. It really is. Couldn't attack anything without getting just cut to pieces from the side by artillery. Bodies, cannons just strewn about. Ooh, it's intense over here. Iron Brigade versus 41st Tennessee. Oh, probably both gonna go. Yep. I was gonna launch an attack, but I ended up backing out. I probably should have right there, but I didn't. This is one of the best battles I've ever seen, if not the best. And the bodies everywhere, epic. Best battle I've ever seen. Poudjik's gearing up for another attack to try to sweep left wing. Olympia's pulling back here. And then I'm going to gear up for my attack. Ethan sending some CAD to deal with that. Bucktail looks like he's finally starting to get it. That 26 North Carolina is finally going to go. I think we're getting ready to make the move now. Olympia's moving his corps up and through here, I believe. Alright, so Wolf's finally fallen back here. He's trying to just save any units he can to get LOC. Map lock. So I'm making my move on Perconti now, while Olympia tries to come up here. And then Bucktail is going to finally start to push Poudjik back too. Now I'm trying to make my move, and we're just trying to destroy their army in total. In retrospect, that was a mistake. I should have just taken the 2 and held it. That would have secured the win. But like I said, a lot of stuff happens still. Still the best battle I've ever seen. So they are being pushed now. There's about 8 minutes left. intense over here. I think he's gonna go right here. That 19th main. USCT. Forgot I even had this unit here. Mortar's just going off everywhere. Poudjik's holding really well right here. Can't believe Ethan still has units left. What's gonna happen there? Crazy end of the battle. So what I should have done is halt that unit right there. And then moved everything to here. It wouldn't have been nearly as close. So as it stood right here, he actually had map lock. He would win right here. Because this unit's alive. The other team would win. But something happens in the last second that changes that. Keep watching, guys. It's on slow-mo. Alrighty guys, so as you see, Poudjik had a unit there that gave them map lock, but with it breaking, he loses map lock. So as it stands right now, it's a draw. One of the best games I've ever played. This game was so much fun. There's bodies everywhere. Like, this is the most epic battle I've ever seen. I don't think anything can come close. I can't wait for Coldfront's new 30-unit version too. It's gonna blow NTW3 away. Alright guys, I'm gonna unpause, and yeah. You'll see how close this was. Boom. Literally decided in the last second. The mortars did some work today. They got about 400 kills. That 54th mass, though. Alright guys, thank you for watching.